What's up, kids? Welcome to Wrestler Geeks. I'm your host, Justin Shaw.
And I'm the Fox Warrior himself, Black Fox.
Alright, so in today's episode of Wrestler Geeks, we are going to cover first NXT New Orleans, which happened on April 7th, 2018. First match I want to talk about is the ladder match for the North American title.
Yes, the newly created North American Championship. Set up for this, a ladder match between some of the best up-and-coming competitors right now.
Yes.
First off, we've got your man himself, Adam Cole, baby.
No, Adam Cole, baby!
Nice.
Not to mention EC3
Yes, indeed.
and Ricochet, formerly known as Prince Puma from Lucha Underground.
Yep.
Not to mention, he was also Matt Sydal's former tag partner in ROH in New Japan.
Definitely, man, with the grind and the ability and the high-flying skills. But you also can't forget the other competitors as well, involving Lars Sullivan,
Yes.
Leviathan, man's a beast, Killian Dane.
Yo, them guys were going at it non-stop.
Yeah, and of course, finally, upcoming person, Velveteen Dream himself. What did you think of this match?
This match was awesome. I freaking love ladder matches. This match was crazy. As a matter of fact, even though Velveteen Dream didn't win the belt, I gotta give him much respect.
Yeah, I gotta say, he was giving elbows for days on that one.
Yes, exactly. You saw how he did the Purple Rainmaker when he was all on top of that ladder.
Giving everybody elbows.
He did more than one Purple Rainmaker on top of the ladder, right?
Yeah, no, he did it to Lars, he did it to Ricochet. But
and then Lars Sullivan and Killian Dane, they were just going at it.
Yep.
Breaking mostly all the ladders, and then there were only 2 ladders left that weren't broken.
Yep. I gotta admit. What was the name of his move again?
Who, Lars?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
No, it's on top of my tongue. I just remember what he basically did. He did it to Ricochet off the ladder. I was just like, that boy dead.
But this match was crazy, and Adam Cole was taking one heck of a beating.
Not just him. Everybody was taking a beating. Everybody was getting hit.
Yes, and EC3. But I won't be surprised after this match. I won't be surprised in the upcoming NXT shows that there will be a feud between Velveteen Dream and EC3.
I'm leaning more towards Ricochet.
That too.
But I think for now, congratulations to Adam Cole, because in the end he won. And
Adam Cole, baby!
Given the Undisputed Era.
Shock the system.
Done. You done?
Yes.
Okay. This gave the Undisputed Era 3 championships. Right now, they still have tag team champions and the North American Championship. Congratulations.
Yes. Before we move on, people have been speculating that the North American Championship is the equivalent to the Intercontinental Championship or the United States Championship, but the NXT's version.
Yeah. There's also, there was a lot of speculation for that because, that's what it basically is.
I don't know, but I think it should have been called something else rather than the North American Championship. But a belt's a belt. What can you say?
Yeah.
Champ's a champ. But let's move on to the next match, which is Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah. Also, there's one last thing, actually, before I want to say this.
Sure.
We also have to give respect to the ladder match because it was also another one that was given a 5-star by Dave Meltzer.
Dave Meltzer?
He gave it a 5-star. It's actually impressive. But yes, back on to Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler. I gotta say, Shayna Baszler's a beast. I ain't even gonna lie. You know, Ember took it to her, and like there were like moments where like I really honestly thought you didn't know what was gonna happen, but
I thought she was actually going to win because remember what Shayna Baszler did to not only Ember Moon but also to Dakota Kai with the shoulder stomp.
Mm-hmm.
Ember Moon did the same thing to Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
And what was creepy about it during the match, she actually had to pop her shoulder back in.
Yeah.
I don't really want to make any movie references, but have you ever seen Lethal Weapon 4?
Yes.
The one with Jet Li?
Yeah.
You know, there was a scene where Jet Li was beating the crap out of Mel Gibson, and Mel Gibson had to pop his shoulder back in. When Shayna Baszler was doing that, that's what I thought of. That scene from Lethal Weapon 4 with Mel Gibson.
I thought of the scene with I remember the match between Dean Ambrose and William Regal. He had to do that to fight back.
Regal or Dean?
Dean.
Ooh.
Crazy. But at the same time, congratulations to Shayna Baszler.
Yes.
She managed to pull off that surprise submission.
She did like one of these, I'm putting you to sleep.
Yeah. I honestly thought this was going to be like her last shot. But I'm glad because she's had 2 shots already. And like the third time, as I said, the third time's a charm in this case. So she managed to get her one up. Now, Shayna, the next thing you got to worry about is, it's one thing to get the belt. It's another thing to keep it.
I think she's going to keep it for a long time. Because I don't know who else from NXT's women's division is willing to step up against Shayna Baszler.
I've already got one person in mind.
What do you got in mind?
Kairi Sane.
Yeah, but somebody different.
Still my best. That's still my bet pick. But yeah, I get what you mean.
I was going to go with Dakota Kai, but Dakota Kai, she's more of a kicker, a striker.
Well, you never know, actually, because that actually is a good story in its own right.
Yep. All right, so
Tag team
we
action.
cover that match. Here's another interesting match.
Mm-hmm.
Undisputed Era versus Authors of Pain
Versus
Roderick Strong and the Bruiserweight Pete freaking Dunne.
Now, I think we should talk a little bit about what happened. For those that don't know, during the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Tournament, between the Authors of Pain and Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne, the Undisputed Era got involved, and this caused that for both the titles and the championship to be put on the line in this bout. And I gotta say, this bout was pretty brutal. It was physical. I think it was more the term physical than anything. If you want to literally look at it. Like, they were beating each other up. I think, like, the most hilarious part for me was during the fight when the Authors of Pain were basically beating up Kyle O'Reilly. And he got hit so hard. Like, they hit him so hard, he tried to climb over the top of the ring and he fell right off.
For some weird reason, like Kyle O'Reilly, he's always getting injured in an awkward way. And what I mean by that is, one of the matches he had in one of the NXT takeovers, he had a chair. I don't remember who he was fighting. He had a chair, and he meant to
Sanity. It was Sanity.
He meant to hit one of the members of Sanity, and somehow the chair ricocheted on the rope, and it bounced and hit him in the head.
Yeah. Another thing you got to remember as well is there was another thing about this, because apparently Bobby Fish had surgery on his ACL, so
he was injured.
Yeah, so it was a minor, but like he's gonna be out for a while. So Adam Cole had to pull double duty and had to defend the tag team championships with Kyle O'Reilly, and he was banned. Adam Cole was bandaged up, especially after what he went through with the ladder match.
He was bandaged up at the last remember the match that he had in the last NXT takeover? Before and then the next day was Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
I know we didn't cover this probably in our last show, but the day after that, he was part of, the main Royal Rumble, and he was bandaged up.
Yeah.
So, Adam Cole, baby, he could take a beating, but he always steals the show.
Yeah, he didn't steal the match this time. Like, I really, honestly, if we really think about it,
But if you think about it though, like the Young Bucks, Adam Cole, what other wrestlers you could think, besides their wrestling skills, could actually put off a good show, a good match?
I could think of a few people. It all depends. It all depends on the performer. But like as I said, back to the topic though.
Right.
For me, like Adam Cole. Besides, I believe Adam Cole got taken out pretty early in the match. As I recall, like I'm pretty sure, like they made sure like he got knocked around, because I do know that towards it. To me, the whole match was actually Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne was like the real star of this one.
I think Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne could have won the Dusty Rhodes and the tag champs.
Yeah.
But tell them what happened on the flip side.
As sometimes goes in tag team matches, which is apparently all happening nowadays, latest rage, there was a betrayal. Like towards the time when basically Adam Cole managed to get off the bitter end, that's when Roderick Strong surprised everybody and turned on Pete Dunne, giving him a heartbreak and allowing Adam Cole to take the pin and secure the win for the team, not only giving the Undisputed Era retaining the tag team championships, but also claiming the Dusty Rhodes Championship Classic. And I mean, I'm not sure if I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised.
I kind of felt the same way too, but I kind of thought about why, it happened. Because if you think about it, if you think about it, Bobby Fish is out with an injury. So I'm guessing Roderick Strong is kind of like the temporary replacement for Bobby Fish as part of the Undisputed Era.
Right.
And number two, Roderick Strong, when he first came into the WWE universe, let's just say, his main goal was to win a belt. He has been offered many championship matches, and he's been on the losing streak.
Yeah.
So I think if you think about it, he's part of the Undisputed Era now just to replace temporarily Bobby Fish. But I think if they go with this story, I think Roderick Strong is using the Undisputed Era just so he could get a belt.
Well, yeah.
And number three, also, you got to think about Pete Dunne. I freaking love Pete Dunne. He's one of my favorite wrestlers, great heels. But my guess is they had to end the alliance between Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne, because Pete Dunne, he's the UK championship. And my guess is, how should I say this? They're gonna find a way to, what to do with him.
No, that part I agree with most of everything you said, except for that part. I definitely think if they had won, they could have actually told a story about it. Like, let's say, for instance, one day down the line, they were basically teaming up, and he lost his UK championship. Then he ended up losing the tag team championship. You could have set up a storyline. Now, I think it's about time we move on to one of the best matches of the night. I think we can all agree.
Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa.
I was gonna say the World Championship match, but okay, yeah, let's go with that.
This was more like, I don't know, for some reason, I knew somehow in some way, I don't know, this was more like Selena Vega trying to cheat and whining.
Yeah, but if you're right. I mean,
this is about the match between Aleister Black and Andrade Cien Almas.
Yes.
Formerly known as Sombra from CMLL.
For the NXT Championship. Now, let's talk about the match. You gotta admit, it was a good match, regardless of anything else. Like, Cien basically showed that he actually is a capable champion. Like, literally, he was countering he was like one of the only other guys who was able to really counter Alistair's barrage of kicks and everything, and he was actually able to counter out some of the maneuvers he was able to pull off. I gotta say, like, I'm actually looking forward to seeing what Andrade can do in the future. Now, as for what happened with Zelina Vega, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, there were moments where, like, I really honestly thought she was actually, her interference is gonna really actually cost Alistair the match, like, especially when she spiked him into the ground.
That's when she did the
That's when he was basically distracting the ref, and she came in and just like.
No, but didn't she put Aleister Black on what's the other, like the Frankensteiner?
Yeah.
What's the other term for Frankensteiner? Was it the Hurricane?
Hurricane?
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I remember, like as I said, it was that third time when she basically she went to the well too much and, cost almost an opportunity, especially for Alistair to hit him with the black mass.
I wonder what's going to happen now between Zelina Vega and Andrade. I bet at this point Andrade is really, 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 really disappointed at Zelina Vega for losing the belt.
Well, I mean, if we're really looking at it, how it's going to be, the possibility is, I think it'll take, for now, he's got his rematch.
With Aleister Black?
Yeah, remember, he's still got a rematch. He's still got a contractual rematch for the NXT Championship.
Okay.
So he'll probably get a second chance, and if she causes any issue with that, then there might be a problem. I can see it, but like right now, I think right now he's gonna be okay. It's just gotta give it to Alistair.
Yup. You know what? A match that I would like to see in the future, if Alistair goes to SmackDown, and if let's just say, if Finn Balor goes to SmackDown, Aleister Black versus Finn Balor. But when I talk about Finn Balor, I don't talk about Finn Balor. I want Finn Balor to come out as the demon when he fights Aleister Black.
You know what? I would actually like to see that. That actually does sound pretty cool.
Yep.
Or even as a tag team, if you really think about it.
Even better. Let's move on to the main event, which is
the unsanctioned match between two friends turned bitter enemies. A storied battle of two former tag team champions, and just a sad, sad way that things had to go.
Why is it called an unsanctioned match? To me, it was more like a...
So, all right, I'll explain this.
No holds barred or no disqualification?
Well, that's essentially what it is. What it is basically this. The point of all those things is technically you're under contract of being in those matches, and let's say something does happen to you, WWE has to basically make sure that, there's to repair the hospital bills, make sure that you're taken care of, I guess, in a way. They're under contract to basically handle any, and under a responsibility to help you. In the unsanctioned match, basically what that is if you get injured, if you mess up or something, like if you break your ACL and you can never wrestle again, you can't sue WWE. And since Johnny Gargano lost to CN, he was technically removed from NXT.
Right.
So by accepting the unsanctioned match, they basically said, yeah, all right, you can fight him, you can fight Ciampa, but we're not responsible for what happens to you afterwards. That's why
I get it, because I remember the NXT episode before TakeOver. You saw Johnny Gargano signing the contract with William Regal explaining the terms of the unsanctioned match. So it's basically, if you get hurt in a match, NXT or WWE won't be held accountable.
Exactly.
But man, that match was crazy.
Crazy is definitely a...
Ciampa got what he deserved. I agree.
But I agree that he did. But you gotta give Ciampa credit to one thing. He made Johnny earn that win. Like, for a lot, this is basically a mix of a lot of things. This was the other 5-star match that was given.
Yes, I agree.
And for me, this is the most impressive because it's basically twice Johnny Gargano has been given 2 5 stars.
Okay.
But throughout this battle, this was there was ring psychology. There was beatings, there was crutches, there were like the
His
hard.
knee brace.
Yeah, that I'm not giving a guy was clever, but I definitely think the favorite spot, one of my favorite spots, was you have to admit was when he power bombed him onto the concrete.
Yeah.
Like we all knew, when Ciampa unveiled that, we were like, oh, somebody's gonna go through there. We wasn't expecting Ciampa to go through it. Like a lot of us were thinking, oh, he's gonna put Johnny through it.
You know what I also heard too? Before I watched NXT Takeover, like somewhere along the line in social media, I saw like a video with Daniel Bryan saying that if Johnny Gargano were to lose the unsanctioned match against Tommaso Ciampa, he wanted Johnny Gargano to go to SmackDown. I actually see Johnny Gargano going to SmackDown or 205 Live.
I agree. I actually do agree. Like I'm not gonna lie, I was actually, I'm not gonna even lie. I feel bad because like, you know what, I do like Johnny Gargano. It's just like I honestly thought with the way they were like making him lose all these important matches and everything, I honestly thought he was actually gonna lose and he was gonna be gone to NXT and then be called up, but he proved me wrong. He made sure.
Yeah, what also, you know, got my attention in this match was the way how the match ended. You know how both Tommaso and Johnny were like in the middle of the ring. They were like, you know, buddying up, you know, and Tommaso was trying to trick Johnny, but actually went on the flip side and put him on the camel clutch with Tommaso's, Johnny Gargano put Tommaso on the camel clutch with his knee brace.
I believe it's called the Gargano Escape, but yes.
The Gargano Escape.
Yeah, but
that kind of made me reminisce about them two when they had to fight each other in the cruiserweight division. It's what
the prelude to this.
It's what I've told you before when we first did this show, you know, how this whole feud started.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's more to the feud than that, but like I definitely think that was more of the prelude to it. That like kind of gave everybody the idea that, oh, okay, you know what, they may have a feud somewhere down the line because especially how great a match that was. I gotta say though, it was a hard-fought battle, and that was a match that was basically worth 5 stars. Congratulations to Johnny Gargano, and welcome back to NXT, man.
Welcome back to NXT.
Definitely are, you've earned everything you've gotten, bro.
You deserve it.
You deserve it. I can say that.
We're almost out of time, but I want to thank everyone for watching. Please feel free to email me at shawjustin576@gmail.com.
And you can find me at followthefox777@gmail.com.
Once again, this is Wrestler Geeks. Have fun, be safe, and don't get into any fights. We'll see you next time.